Mazel tov, everybody. Come on, we are sequestered in our homes, and a day goes after another day, and a night after another night. Like you say, yeah. What's going to be? Well, when God created the world, and He created us human beings, He created us in a way of Odom Lamol Yivale. A person is born to have to get up and do. But you say, wait a second, why would God want to do this to us? Why couldn't He just have us have a relaxing life? Why all of this here, this corona and this and this and this and that? So Hashem says, we are here put on this world to work. But you know something? The work that you will have to do, you should always know that I am with you. Always know that. Like the very, very famous story of the great Talmudical sage who wanted to bring a beautiful, gigantic stone to Jerusalem. There was no helicopters in those days and no tractor trailers. And he had no money if it would have been even. And what did he do? God says, okay, I'm sending you angels. Angels came looking like people. Said, put your little pinky on the rock. He put his pinky on the rock and then zoom. He found himself in Jerusalem with the rock. Fulfilled what he wanted to do with it, just with his little pinky. We have to do a little bit, my dear friends at home, with your little finger. And then when you do that, you'll see the miracles of God coming straight at you. That means go put your tefillin on for 1 minute. But the women prepare to light Shabbat candles. Got a whole weekend to go. Let's make sure we have a mezuzah on our door. Mwah! You could kiss it. We have to tie ourselves back with a little finger to the Almighty God. And that's what today's day is all about. Today's day is all about a day of an incredible miracle with the Almighty God. With an incredible miracle where the Almighty God made it possible for Chabad to go forward on the West Coast to become the largest Jewish organization in America. That's correct. Right here on the West Coast. Chabad across the world, 5,500 branches across the world. But here on the West Coast, the Rabbi said he wanted more action, more action, and more action. Well, I'm a man of belief. So we have more action and more action. Got to go out and do it. Well, how do you do it? If you haven't got the money, you borrow the money, right? And then you have a pledge. So the pledge will cover it, right? And that's what you do. Well, by the time it was finished, we were $18 million in debt. And then an incredible miracle that took place today with the soul of Hamim Weinberg, who gave us, together with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, a third of her estate. And it ended up with $21 million. Today, that was the day. Marshall Grossman, God bless him. Be well, Marshall. The only good news. Together with Marlene, the whole family. Miracle took place. But how did that miracle take place? That miracle took place with our emunah, our rock solid belief, our bitachon, our great understanding and feeling from within. We are never ever going to fall. Corona shmarona. Take care of yourself, but you're never ever going to fall. You just got to be happy. Use your time at home. Talk about being happy. Yesterday, you saw our daughter, Rabbi Serchani, Hecht, speak to you. Now I have our grandson, Rabbi Adela Tolashevsky, who's full of life. Then, and figure he does the matzah factory, jumping up and down with the kids who feel that they're going to Jerusalem. He does, boom, the shofar factories in the temples. Adela. Give us a few words.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, what an introduction and what a story. You know, we growing up, we always heard that story, and it not just for us, but for everybody. It has such an amazing impact, such an inspiration for us to hear about your incredible belief, and of course the incredible miracle that happened, and we saw how you know the Rebbe's bracha, the Rebbe's blessing to you came through, not just to cover your debts, but to help you with your next spring and your next big jumps that you did after that. So first of all, a few questions. Number one, could you manage to hold on with such strength when you had, I'm sure you had banks were calling you and saying, where's our money? And you were saying, relax, it's coming. And I'm sure deep down, you probably had some sort of doubts, or maybe you didn't have any doubts, but you had to put on a really, really strong front that says, I'm sure. Could you give us a little bit of that? Like give us an understanding of how we could experience that.
You have to first of all start by experiencing it, that the doubts, the creepy, crawly doubts that come into the mind and to the emotion, that is what we say in our prayers every day. Erase the memory of Amalek, the tribe that attacked the Jewish people first. As soon as they had the miracle of splitting of the sea, they had that miracle. Everything was fine. There was no corona. Oh, I'm getting mixed up in history. Everything was fine. Then Amalek came to do battle with us. We won the battle. But what did they do? They said, you think the Jewish people are so miraculous and so special? We're going to show you, you can do battle with them. How do we just, then the God says we have to destroy Amalek all the time. The numerical value in Hebrew of Amalek is Barzel, steel, cold steel. Suffix, creepy, crawly doubts. If you allow the creepy, crawly doubts to get you down deep, it'll grow up within you, like God forbid this virus, till it gets to your emotions and your head. That's the first way you got to do it. Get rid of it. Bang. How do you do it? Whack. No, then you finish God. Thank you, I'm alive. Then get up. Get up and dance, okay? What do you do next? I'll tell you a story. Very dear friend of mine, Doug Honig. He was a, God bless you, Doug. He was a volunteer attorney for the organization, the difficult times that we had. And as much as I said to everybody, hold on, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I want to say something for Bram Goldsmith, may he rest in peace. The son-in-law of the founder, Mr. Maltz of City National Bank, he believed in us. And him, together with the strength Jerry Weintraub, may he rest in peace, gave him, he believed in us. We owed him $5 million from the 18 million. That's a lot of money. But there was another banker that didn't want to believe. So what does he do? He goes and puts the Chabad Drug Rehab Center. It was then 1952 South Robinson. Okay, we have a friendship circle program then. Puts it in foreclosure. And we fight back and forth. And Doug is trying this, and he's trying that, and trying this, and trying that. The judge was not happy with us. What are you going to do? Throw out these clients in the street? What are you going to do? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Well, hold on. Back to court again. Finally, the judge says, I give you one more appearance. It's either you're going to finish it off then, or too bad. So I pick up the phone to the Rabbi. Rabbi, which is with us today. Rabbi, please help me. What do I do? So I said, you got to do something. So I started doing a little research. It wasn't like you can do that with a little Google, but you do a little research. You find out that California Commerce Bank was sold to Banco de Mexico, the Mexican government's bank. A little more research, you find out the Mexican government is going financially upside down. And they're borrowing billions of dollars from the United States government to the Senate and the Congress taking action to save Mexico. And we, the United States government, is going to lend them money, billions of dollars. Wow, that's it. How could you have a bank of the Bank de Mexico take away, for a few $100,000, take away a drug center helping American people when you're supposed to get billions of dollars from the government? I pick up the phone to Rudy Boschwitz. Rudy, dear friend of mine, Senator Boschwitz. Great fan of the Rabbi. Rudy, I have a problem. I tell him the story. Tell him, Rudy, you can stop it. All you got to do is you got to send a letter to the head of Mexico. Tell him, listen, if you're going to take this little building away from the recovering drug addicts that Chabad does such wonderful work with, you are not going to get billions of dollars. Do you understand? It's a brilliant idea. How much time do I have? I said, a day. He said, what? A day? I said, you, Rudy, for you, it's more than enough time. Now comes the next morning. So wonderful Doug Honig gets into his car, swings by to the Chabad house, and when he does that, picks me up. I'm studying Maimonides. The Rebbe says to study Maimonides. Nice and calm. He says, Rabbi, we're coming before the judge. What am I supposed to tell her? I said, let me tell you the story. So that's wonderful. But we have a deadline with this judge. And if this doesn't happen with that, I've been trying to call him all morning. I have a gigantic cell phone this big. Trying to call him all morning. I can't get through the secretary. I know he did something about it, but I can't tell you what. And now he says, Rabbi, we're pulling it to the courthouse. No more cell phone, but you could use quarters to put it in. I'm calling. And he says, okay, the judge is calling, gotta go in. What should I tell her? I said, well, just ask for a recess. He says, what? Ask for a recess? That's belief. Ask for a recess. Okay, I asked for a recess. Comes before the judge says, you want a recess now? Listen to me, Mr. Honig and Rabbi, with all due respect. This is coming to an end today. You are going to lose that building. You figure out what you're going to do in your 10 minutes recess, and then it's all going to come to an end. Don't you understand? I took a deep breath. I said, of course, Your Honor. Thank you. We're out in the hallway. I'm putting in quarters, trying to call Rudy. Doesn't work. He's down by a massive meeting. I know he did something. He's down by a massive meeting of the Senate, a major bill. I can't help you. Okay, so what do I do? The Rebbe's victory call. Like it's going to be by getting back over to Rebbe's books, writings, and personal effects. Victory alive. I'm dancing in the hallway downtown at the courthouse. It's marble all over. And you could hear it along the whole floor. And I'm dancing by the telephone. All of a sudden, this lady attorney comes over, shaking to Doug, and says to Doug, quick, go over to the rabbi. What's he doing? Is he cursing us? Is this building going to collapse in an earthquake? What's he doing? What do the words mean? He says, you know what? I'll go over with you. Ask him yourself. He says, Rabbi, what are the words? Is that a curse? What do the words mean? The Danutza, victory is ours. Uh-huh. She turns white in the face. She runs over to the telephone, not far away from us, so we could hear it in this courthouse. Calls her office. No, it's not too late. No. I'm telling you, it's not too late. It didn't happen yet. The judge didn't take it. No. Don't have to worry. Everything's okay. It's not going to happen. I'll tell the judge to stop it forever and ever. Thank you. Bye. She comes over to us and says, phew, Rabbi, what did you know that we didn't know? I called my office. I've been trying to reach you. We got a call that if this center is taken away, the bill is finished. Please stop it. And they never would have reached the lawyer if I wasn't dancing with fear, belief, happiness and happiness. That's what life is all about. In the same way, we're going to get the Rebbe's books.
Fascinating.
Just 1 second, Tyler, I'm on also over here, and I want to just pull up a picture over here of the building you're actually talking about so people could see how the blessing manifested as a blessing for today. So I'm just going to put it up for a second.
Right.
And you can look on your screen. You can see it there. You see the picture there? So that's the building that you're talking about. You had the miracle that you just shared with us.
That's true.
All right. I'm sorry for cutting off. Here we go. Ari, it's all yours. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
That's such a wow. That's amazing. That's a crazy story. I've got another question for you, Zaidi, Rabbi Cunin. When you get a phone call today that says, Rabbi Cunin, I have a donation for you, not $21 million, but $250 million. Where is that money going?
Are you kidding? It's going to go to the people. I know how to spend $1 billion. Never mind 250 million. I will get young people to go out feeding the poor. We will see to it to open up another rehab center, because due to this incredible pressure, drug abuse has become rampant, alcohol and drug abuse. The highest levels of alcohol being sold is now. And besides that, what I would do, I would build housing for the poor. Housing. So we don't see them in the streets where I see them all the time, under the tents, right? And I go to give away food to the homeless. If you look at their eyes, tears are dripping out. That's what I would do. I'd open up schools for Jewish children and take the kids in without tuition. I would open up nursery schools so the mommies would learn what Shabbat is from the little children. That's what I would do. I would work so even harder to get back all the Rebbe's books, personal effects, and writings. That's what I would do. And I'd find out more to do. I have at least 5 minutes to think. This is without even thinking.
There's a picture of your beautiful residential treatment center here in Los Angeles, how thousands of people have been helped over there. And just giving examples.
Our wonderful Donna Miller and Betty. Donna and Betty, we salute you. You are the best, giving their lives over.
I noticed, Rabbi Cunin, I noticed recently I saw on La Cienega, there's another Chabad treatment center opened up.
That's the outpatient. That's the outpatient. Chabad of California's outpatient program. Non-sectarian. For anybody who needs help, no questions asked. No questions asked. Because that's the biggest plague that's hit besides Corona. That's the second biggest plague that's hit our society.
Wow, amazing. Rabbi Cunin, could you share with us another story about how you've seen the Rebbe's hand come through for you in a time of need? I know that this was a really big one, but even just like in a day-to-day life that we could all relate to, not all of us can relate to $21 million miracles like this, but just something where, on a regular day-to-day, you had a struggle, something, and you felt the Rebbe's hand, holding you and guiding you and lifting you up.
Well, since we are talking to all of our friends and family, because all of you out there, you are our friends and family, I'm going to share with you a very personal story. A very personal story. In the same financial crisis, then of years ago, I went to see Bram Goldsmith from City National Bank, as I told you about. He said, Rabbi, as long as you're alive, I am going to feel good about it. You'll come through for me. What if you die? I said, God forbid. What do you want? I want a $5 million life insurance policy on you, payable to City National Bank. I said, okay, not a problem. So I go to my Kaiser doctor, Dr. Seymour Pearl, God bless you. He's always my doctor forever and ever. You and Carol should be well forever and ever. Go to see Dr. Pearl. He starts doing some investigation. And he says, wait a second. I've checked in the place where it's dark. And you have something there that's not very, very good. In fact, it's life-threatening. In fact, the way it's situated, Rabbi, I love you. I want you to go quickly. Let me pick up the phone, call, and then he had an outpatient office on Beverly Boulevard, La Cienega. Call right away over to someone at Kaiser Cadillac. Go over, you have to look. Go to Kaiser Cadillac. Guy goes in, he takes a snip, looks at the cold section, as they call it, a slide. Says, Rabbi, where it's situated? Tell me, Rabbi, you have a family? He says, yeah, wife, bunch of kids. So I'm so sorry to tell you. I don't think you're going to make it through this. Oh, okay. Wow. That's all right. I said, thank you. That's your opinion. I appreciate it. That's fine. What I'm going to do is I'll check with another dear friend of mine. Meanwhile, what do I do? After the Rebbe had his heart attack in Lamed Ches, I made a full resolution, never ever to do something that could hurt the Rebbe's health. So I am not going to do something. I pick up a phone, tell the Rebbe such a story. The Rebbe's a Rebbe. I just picked up a phone to Rabbi Goren, may he rest in peace, the Rebbe's secretary who just passed away, literally days ago. God bless his soul. I said, could you tell the Rebbe, I called up, I need a blessing. Period. I need a blessing. The following day or so, that was before Shabbos, on Shabbos, the Rebbe starts to speak. It's a published discussion of the Rebbe. And the Rebbe said, there's someone that needs a full and complete recovery. What he has to do is study more and more Torah. Because the Holy Torah, the Holy Bible, has in it pieces that affect every part of our body and soul, which is so important to all of you out there. Study Torah. Go to our sites. Study Torah. That's what you have to do. Study the Bible. And then when he will do that, he will be fine. Okay? I hear this after Shabbos. I call a dear friend of mine, Dr. Sam Cunin, pathologist. We go. Comes. I brought with him the slides from Kaiser. He goes in, takes the cold section, pulls it out. He looks, says, I don't understand. These are two cold sections, taken a day apart, 2 days apart. I'm a pathologist. I've never in my life ever seen this. This can't be coming from one person. This must be from two people. I said, Sam, no. We have a God and we have a Rebbe. And that's how we made it through the night. My wonderful Rebbe. I didn't tell her anything about this. My wonderful wife, Madame Miriam, that's Himalaya. I didn't tell her, but one Sunday morning she sees I'm turning in bed. She says, Tati, could you tell me what's wrong? So I had to tell her, because you have to community property in California. I had to tell her. So she said, Tati, you always think, believe in Hashem, always believe in Almighty God. Trust in God. He will never, ever let you fall. Don't you say that? I said, yes. This got so more and more confusing that they send it off to the national, they took some more samples, send it off to the national, the Department of Health in Washington, D.C., and they said, there is no answer. That's what belief is all about. We have a Rabbi who's our Moses. We have a God. And as long as you're going to believe, you're going to be okay.
Fascinating. Wow, that was so amazing. I'm so happy I got the opportunity to sit here with you for a couple of minutes to hear these amazing stories. So powerful, so powerful. I'm inspired. I hope everybody out there is inspired. I hope that the emunah, the belief of Rabbi Cunin is palpable to you as it is to me, and that we all take it and be inspired and let it uplift us in our day for the rest of today, and come back tomorrow for more.
And now we continue with our program. And now what we see is this beautiful video of the Rabbi that's going to be coming soon. That's it. Beautiful video of the Rabbi about the greatness of charity. Charity means justice. God gave you a couple of bucks. You know something? Give it back to him. Help Chabad. Help thousands and thousands of people. That's what charity, justice, is all about. You can go to our site, to life.com, make your contribution there. You can call up 1-800-CHABAD-9. Help us help the people that we're feeding, that we're providing housing for. That we're helping over 300 emissaries of the Rebbe here keep their spirits up on the West Coast. That's the job God gave me through our Rebbe in 1965, over 50 years ago. Be our partner. Let's go forward. And with that, God's going to help us all.
Charity, helping people in need, bringing kindness to those around you. One would think you can't go wrong. Be kind and give generously, and you've acted charitably. Here the Rebbe says otherwise. There's a wrong way to perform charity and a right way to perform charity.
Was lernt noch von dem Posig, wenn geht zu der Aveda mit sich allein, sagt die Gemorre mit Schichte Broches gleich in Onrips. Und Tag stopp, Pode bescholem Nafshi Mikrovli, Kivarabi Moji Modi, a das meint Oesig, Beteiro, und Bigmilas Chassodim, und Mispalelim Hatzivur. Was in Drufe sagt der Diuk, nicht allein mit Teiro. Wie kann jese base, nur hoesig mit Teiro. Tatsch sich ob, nisi der Reino der Rebbe der Schwer, hat sein Verbundenkeit mit Teiro, darf sein qua Jochel, wie es verbunden mit Anesig. Pshas Ayid hat a Parnosse von Anesig Schalei, und in Drufe sich Hesig, und nicht der Sederis, als sieht, was ich in der Hei. Und wart, bis wann es kommen zu gehen zu einem Mensch und sagen, Herr Zachai, als wir darf haben die und die Schere. Efter hast du die Schere, Wird sich damals aufhaben von Schlaf und Arisgen von Heim und wird mal wegfinden zu sich in Kleid und beweisen ihm, dort die Schere. Nie das ist der Seder von Esek. Der Seder von Esek ist, als geht suchen nach keinem. Und als sich mit Stadl, Leapis, es Schirose, Masbir seinem, die Gutskeit von seiner Schere und die Schönkeit von seiner Schere. Und was die Schere gut, war dem, mit wem kommt, bedworim, mit wem kommt in Verbindung, und Masbir sein, dass einmal, in der zweiten Mal und der dritten Mal, und wird nicht mit, bis wann wird Peil sein bei ihm, als wird kämpfen sein Schere. Und das ist der Ingen Hoese. A Ingen Hoese hat techet in sich, hat dem Minion, als guckt nicht auf den Segel. Pschaß klagt im Tag, wegen sein Esig, ist viele, wenn schläft, holen sich an der Esig. Und das sagt man, Hoesig beteiro, nicht Mann nicht wie allein mit Teiro, bemeile hat sich gefunden, hätte von Pere Kachat Schachris und Pere Kachat Darwin. Und die Gmorde sagt ihm noch, es hat damals jetzt mit Lejom, ich Sefer Atela, sei mit Picho, jemand Leila. Warum das nicht eine Sache, was darf mit keinem sein? Mit einer Mitzwe von warum ist ein Nevet, hat kein Brille nicht. Und als ab der Befkehle nicht allein, und das wird sein Esek. Und dann noch sagt man, ubig Milas Chassodim, sein Tonig Milas Chassodim in der Nähe von der Esek besetzt. Nicht war bis wann der Oni schämt sich auf und hat kein Brille nicht und kommt zu gehen bei Beisches Pony und sagt ihm, als darf Mechai sein Nafsche, wenn Nefesh, Bnei Beise, nie das ist der Linie von Gmilas Chassodim. Der Linie von Gmilas Chassodim ist, als kann nicht ruhen. Äfschere da ein Mensch, was hat nicht was zu essen. Oder hat was zu essen, aber hat nicht was anzutun. Hat was zu essen und hat was anzutun, so aber schon viel Quäle. Is auf demut wird das Asher Koro Hu, wie es hier der Rein und Teil dem Loschen in der Megille, dass nicht eine Sache, was fällt bei der Zweiten. Bemerkt schläft ruhig, bis wann der Zweite ist, kommen zu gehen. Und wird aufwecken vom Schlaf und sagen, sich heim, sie der Gang zusammen, Mami, du Matze, was ich muss sich abschämen und kommen zu gehen zu dir, betten an der Dove. Betten sie doch. Nur darf sein, wo Esek Milas Chassodim. Dabei ist aber der Seder in Teire Sechet Seder. Als der Aschole hat sich auf von Esek Beteiro, wie der Mond friert. Ebert Esek sein, anheben das Aschole von Esek mit Milas Chassodim. Nie der Fall, was Teire heißt das, weiß man nicht, zu was wird zukommen, wie der Mond frier, Baruch. Und wie man das gesehen, gerade damals gelebt in Deutschland. Ich damals beschaß mit Rachmon in Island, gepravet alle Misses Mischunis. Wenn geht zu Bnei Odom, ist eine dort gewesen, kamen Chevres von Zarbalachai. Was haben die gekonnt vertragen mit Mattern, a Katz oder a Hund müssen sie nicht geben, dem Essen behüten und bis Mannen. Und der, was hat sich nicht als gefühlt mit seinem Katz oder mit seinem Hund, haben sie getan, a tolle Behem, soll man reinsetzen in die Füße. Und zunehmen die Katz und dem Hund und bewornen sie mit Käse, Pass wir haben im Scholle. Bischaß Meise oder mit der Schof Farbrengen oder mit der Schof noch dem, haben sie getan, bei der Geist zu Bnei Jodem, Punkt dem Hepe. Und der Hepe in der Nähe von Hoesig. Wie man das gesehen, dämmelt, die befragt, die, was haben sich dämmelt gefunden, dem Diener Ahu, als nie gewähnt der Teil, beschaß gesessen in sein Misra, sie das gewähr mich der Rabbi Kajitze, was hat getracht, was anzutun, Zores, Asami, was nicht von seiner Pflege, oder Lachas kam Berzayid, nur das gewähren Kol Majone, a viele Beschaß gesessen bei sich in der Hei. Wo der Vater der Seder ist, a zum allen Menschen hebt sich an Teire, und es hebt sich an Eisig beteire. Und auch damit ist mir sicher, als wird sein Eichet weit beubig Milas Chassodim, der Eisig big Milas Chassodim, in Milas Chassodim amitim,